What is going on, everybody? My name is Connor, and welcome to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto markets. Today is Sunday, so you already know what that means. It is time for the annual Sunday live stream. I should say weekly Sunday live stream, but you get the point. We got currently 6 viewers in the building right now. Thank you all for being here. Let's get some hype in the chat. We're going to get more people in here as we do go along, but I want to welcome all 5 of you right now at this moment in time. Thank you for joining me on this Sunday. Hope you all are well. We have a lot to talk about today. It is a very exciting time to be in cryptocurrency. It is getting a little bit crazy, and as long as this uptrend stays intact, well then the future is looking very prosperous for anybody who is invested in this market. Nothing I say in the stream is financial advice. That goes without saying. This is for educational purposes only. You need to do your own research. You need to make your own decisions, because at the end of the day, that is your money on the line whenever you buy or sell any asset inside of the cryptocurrency market. So be smart out there. There's a lot of people who just want to take the crypto in your wallet. So protect your assets, like I always do say. Be smart, make smart decisions, do your research. But today we're going to be going over some Bitcoin technical analysis. We're going to be looking at the altcoins, and we're also going to be taking a dive into NFTs, because right now NFTs are catching fire. We have Visa, the global payment giant, dropping 150 grand into a crypto punk, and we have talks of other huge companies as well. We're talking like Facebook, etc., that want to get involved inside of the NFT space. So I'll be going over very briefly kind of what to look for in NFTs. Basically, you're a collector, so you need that collector's eye. You need to know what to look for. So I'll show you OpenSea. I'll give you a little bit of a brief tutorial so that you can get started on your own research, because I've been spending some time recently deep diving into the NFT world, because, listen, I'm not going to lie, I don't want to miss out on this huge opportunity. When you see the trend going up, it's okay to be, you don't want to be the late majority, right? Right now, it's getting to the point where the early majority is kind of leaving, but it's still pretty early. So you still have opportunities to make guap with NFTs. So we'll be covering that as well. I want to thank everybody for being here. Right now, we got Xanray. Welcome, Xanray. We got Dre as well. We got Smartin. We got Ty Toast. We got Chris Randolph. We got Jakub. Welcome, everybody. Let's go. Let's get some hype up, and let's get the stream started right now. Let's hop into the computer. All right, so let's start off by taking a look at the market cap and take a look at the current prices and exactly what's going on. So at this moment in time, we have a total cryptocurrency market cap of $2.164 trillion. So pretty solid, over 2 trillion still. Let's see that continue to climb, right? The more that climbs, obviously, it's the more money inflow into the market, which the rising tide raises all ships, which means all of our coin valuations should go up if we're invested into strong projects that do bring value. So 2.1 trillion, pretty good. Let's see that keep going up. Let's see if this uptrend does stay intact. I do think it will. I'll be discussing why in the stream. We have Bitcoin dominance at 42.2%, Ethereum dominance at 17.3%, Bitcoin trading at 48,500. And I'll be doing some TA, but I just want to show you this fake out we had on Bitcoin last night. Basically, we had over here this $49,500 level. This is a huge resistance level right now that we need to break through and hold, and we can see that we got up there. I'll go to a 1 hour. So we got up there, we closed above it on the 1 hour, but then it was just a total false breakout, got hammered down, and now we're using the support down here at $48,230 approximately. That's holding, so we'll see if that does hold, but we'll be going over the Bitcoin TA in just 1 minute. Let's continue on with the market cap. So we got ETH, 3.2K, Cardano, $2.87. What Cardano's, I mean, it's going to be big, right? We have smart contracts announced for September 12th, I do believe, right? The Alonzo hard fork will be taking place on September 12th. And then towards the end of September is when you should expect really everything to be up and running. And hopefully we see the Cardano ecosystems flourish and blossom with a bunch of dApps teams ready to go and launch. I'm going to be covering some Cardano projects that you should know about. So yeah, we'll be going over that in just a little bit of time. And then, I mean, listen, Polkadot at number 10 at $25.77. Like, all the hype is Cardano right now, but let's be real for a second. Polkadot is farly superior in terms of technology, and in terms of development, right? Dr. Gavin Wood and his little posse over there, they know what they're doing, right? They have a few successful projects under their belt, such as Ethereum and Polkadot layer 0, right? Polkadot's with their relay chain is layer 0, and then the parachains are layer 1s that connect to the layer 0 relay chain. And it's completely new technology. It's never been done before. It's completely interoperable. And listen, I mean, if I had to put my money on like a layer 1 or a layer 0, right, it would be Polkadot, to keep it short and sweet. So, I mean, number 10 in market cap, $25.77. It's kind of criminal with where this thing is going to go. But obviously, you can't pick them all, right? So, do your research. I mean, Solana, huge, $92, insane. Luna as well, $34, right? We're looking for that all-time high breakout, and we're going to ride that momentum up. We'll be covering that in the altcoin charting section later on in the live stream. But overall, prices are high. Things are looking good. So we have to see if things are going to continue upwards, or we're going to see a big flush out, because as we know, the market's job is to cause the maximum amount of people the maximum amount of pain, right? There's no such thing as free lunch here. There's going to be times where you buy something and it ends up dropping by 50%, and then you're going to want to sell. Well, guess what? You bought the top, right? You got psyched, you got punked, right? The market makers got you. You went into your FOMO in your head and you listened to your emotions instead of waiting for a lower level on the price chart. So, yeah, but there's probably going to be a flush out, like I've said in previous videos. Expect one huge last flush out before we really start pushing higher. But nonetheless, things are looking very, very good. All right, with that being said, let's head on over to Twitter. So this dude, Ryan Watt, he is basically the head of YouTube Gaming. And he's talking about NFTs. Head of gaming at YouTube, this dude Ryan Watt. So he's saying Visa picking up a CryptoPunk NFT is big news for the space. But they 100x their investment on earned media alone today based on the discussions. Basically, the press went crazy. I mean, Visa was a very smart play by them, because every mainstream news outlet was writing an article about how Visa just spent 150 grand on an NFT. So massive exposure. As we know, there's no such thing as bad publicity, and Visa being an early adopter here, paving the way for other huge corporations to start getting involved in NFTs, is very interesting. So props to them on being corporate first movers into the space. A lot of people just learned about NFTs for the first time today. And that is very true. So me personally, I've been focused on trading alts. I haven't really been diving into NFTs, but like I did say, I spent like the past few days really getting into it. And I'll be announcing, not today, but I'll be announcing what NFTs I'm going to get into. So be looking out for that. But nonetheless, guys, NFTs is the hot trend right now, and people are making insane, absurd amounts of money flipping their NFTs, minting them, or just buying them on the open market. And then there's bidders bidding insane amounts of money for these pictures, for these JPEGs, as they like to call them on Twitter, here on crypto Twitter. So it's a very exciting time nonetheless, and yeah, I'll be showing you a little bit about how to get involved. If you are interested in that, be sure to stick around with me in this stream. Let's see who's in the live chat right now, what's going on. We got Dre. We already have Dre in here. What up, Dre? We got Michael Smart. Sup, fellas? This is Tighten Up. Tighten Up, my guy. What's going on, brother? We got Side Social Club. Will LRC pump again? Loopring. We'll take a look at the Loopring chart in a little bit. Send your family, friends this stream. Yeah, send everybody this stream. We only have 22 viewers. This should have 22,000 viewers, right? So send it to everybody. Let's get the word out about Crypto Empire. Spread the good news. We got Rigoberto as well. Empire fam, how everybody's doing? We're doing well, man. NFTs are fun, but also do your own research because there are so many. Yes, Rigoberto, very good point. Listen, you need to look into who's developing it, who's the team. Do they have like a roadmap? Do they have future plans? Or is it just a money grab? Because right now there's a lot of money grabs out there, like I said. So ETH is a very valuable asset if you haven't already noticed, Ether. So in order to get NFTs, you can get them on Solana as well. But, your ETH is precious. So don't just go dumping your ETH into all these random NFTs. No, you need to do your own research. Okay. With that being said, let's hop into the charts and pretty much just go over what I'm looking at in Bitcoin right now. So we're looking on the daily price chart, and you can see all my yellow lines. These are big areas, big support resistance flip areas. So right now I'm going to pull up some moving averages. I'm going to pull up the 200 moving average, and the 21 moving average. These are not EMAs, these are just MAs. So with this moving average, I'm going to make it a little bit thicker so you can see it a little bit better. Here we go. So our orange line here is the 200 moving average, and then the blue line is the 21-day moving average. And we can see we have the blue 21 crossing over the 200. So this is known as a golden cross. And this is, like, the EMA is further down, right? I can pull up the EMAs right now. And this red line is a 200 EMA. And then the gold one over here is the 21 EMA. That's pretty on par. But nonetheless, we already had the golden cross down here on the EMAs, and now it's happening on the regular moving averages. So what that means is that's a very bullish signal for the market, because we can go back and we can see that for the entire run up, really for a very long time, like pretty much over a year, right? The last time we had the golden cross was in May of 2020. So for over a year, we had the 21 EMA up above the 200, not EMA, I should say moving average. So yeah, for a very long time, we were in a golden cross formation. And then we had the death bearish cross, right, where the 21 dropped below the 200. And now we have the golden cross again. So we can look back historically at all the times the golden cross has occurred. And, you know, usually we see some kind of pump. And the last time it happened, like I said, was May, when we had just a pump that never really stopped, right? We held above the entire time. So as long as we do hold this, like, we should be seeing new all-time highs, I think, is my speculation at this moment in time, right? As long as this isn't a fake out where we get rejected and then, you know, we have a bearish cross again, we should be pushing upwards. We need to break this supply zone over here, right? We have the supply zone marked in red. We have this base drop zone, coincides with some pretty key resistance areas on the chart, as we can see. So this 51K level, or this huge supply zone, really from 49,500 up to 51,600, this needs to be broken. And hopefully this week it does happen. We can see we pierced our way pretty high already into the supply zone right here. Right, we got pretty high up, but it was rejected, right? Sellers pushed it down. There's a bunch of liquidity in here, a bunch of bears. This is like the last line in the sand for any Bitcoin bear out there, right? When this line breaks, I'll zoom out so I can illustrate my point better. When this line breaks, pretty much we just have up here, right? We have this like top of the Wyckoff distribution top, and there's not a lot of there's not a lot up here, right? I think price is going to melt through this like butter, and we're going to test the all-time high and then break the all-time high as soon as we do get back above this 51K level. So it's really like this is it right here. I mean, like once it happens, it's going to happen very quickly. So, you know, hope you're prepared, right? Like you don't want to be buying into the FOMO when it does happen. You want to prepare ahead of time. To me, not financial advice, but any dips we see are definitely for buying. Right, we have people saying a lot of bears out there saying we're going to enter into like a prolonged bear market. I don't see that happening anytime soon. I think this bull run does go into 2022, like I have been saying since I started Crypto Empire. Opinion has not changed, right? We're seeing mass adoption on a global scale. We're seeing big companies get into crypto, NFTs. Like this isn't going anywhere. This is the hot trend, and it's only getting hotter, right? So strike when the iron is hot. Don't miss out. Do your research, and you're in the right place at the right time right now here at Crypto Empire, watching this live stream, of course. But you need to be a student of the game. It never really stops, right? The learning never stops. But yeah, let's drop down to a 4 hours, like a more shorter term technical analysis. And basically, we have this low down here. We have this low down here at 46,200 on Bitcoin. And as long as we hold this low, it's very simple. We want to keep the uptrend intact. This is the current local low. As long as we don't break beneath this level, then the uptrend stays intact. So we need to hold this pretty much demand zone, right? This is a rally demand zone over here. We can see that with this cluster of candles, this basing formation. And then we had this basing formation again in the zone based off the original zone. So yeah, we need to hold this line over here at 46,200. or we're going to start making lower lows, right? We want higher lows in an uptrend. We don't want lower lows. If we break this, we make a lower low, and that's bearish. If that does happen, then I would expect to come down here and test at least this 43,800 level. Down here, we can see we have a few bounces from this 43,800. So that would be, if we do end up breaking, that would be about a 5% move from current price. I mean, that's like 9%. So it's still nothing, still a pretty normal pullback in a bull market. But nonetheless, that's just the scenario if we do end up breaking this level over here. Hopefully we just keep on attempting more attempts to crack this supply zone, and we just break through, and that obviously is going to send the entire altcoin market just flying. And that's exactly what we want to see, right? We're ready to go with our trades. Entries are already pre-planned. Whether we're trading off of support or we're trading the breakout, it's completely up to you. However you do want to do things. If you want to trade the breakouts, it is a less risky approach because you're buying into momentum. What I mean by that is, when you're buying at support levels, it's very profitable, right? Or you're buying in demand levels. There's nothing wrong with that, but if you're newer and you want to have a less risky trade, well, then I would recommend to buy into momentum. Meaning when it's breaking out and there's a lot of bullish momentum, you just pretty much set your order above a high on the chart, so you just capture the trend upwards. Sometimes it's a false breakout. It doesn't work every single time. But in a bull market, if you trade the breakouts, you're going to have a very high success rate, right? It doesn't take a genius to make money in a bull market, especially if you have some trading experience already. It's going to make it very easy to bank a lot of money trading Bitcoin, or like what we do here at Crypto Empire. We trade altcoins. So yeah, if you guys want to learn more about that, go check out my website, check out the Discord. But nonetheless, let's continue on with the stream. Let's see who we got in here. Let's see, Theta Drop. Frederick saying, we just have to break through that 50K. Yes, sir. That's all we need to do, man. We're waiting for it. We got Bicho Brazil in the house, all the way down from the jungle in Costa Rica. Bicho, what's going on, bro? Hope you're well. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday. Pura Vida Compa, smashing the like button for you. Much love, bro. Really appreciate that. Check Rware, please. It's going crazy past days. And we got Dre just keeping the chat hype. Shout out to Dre, everybody. Let's take a look at Rware real quick. I don't mind taking a little break in the stream to look at this. Let's see. Let's see, Rware. Not even in my radar. Rweave, not Rware. Yeah, this is it. Let's take a look. Is this like a gaming coin? No, it's not. Decentralized data. Okay. Future of data storage. Very interesting. So yeah, Ocean pumped. Ocean is like data storage as well on Web3. So we have Rware now making its way up. This has not been on my radar at all. All-time low is 29 cents. All-time high. Okay, so Rware, very interesting. What markets is this trading on? All big exchanges. Cool. Let's take a look at the chart. Okay. So clearly this thing is pumping. I mean, in terms of taking a look at it, like, would I recommend to get in right now? No, not necessarily. This thing's like making new highs, right? If you wanted to get in, you should definitely have been buying, down at the lows. But nonetheless, we can see we're facing a little bit of rejection. Some people are front running the golden pocket here at $50.78, right? We can see we had a wick just nearly touch that 61.8% retracement level from the bottom to the top. So that's called front running when we see that. But nonetheless, this I mean, just look how well the fib works, right? First we stop right here at the 38.2. Like clockwork, we go and retest the 23.6. I mean, first we stopped at the 23.6, hit the 38.2, go test the 23.6, pump up to the 50%, retrace. Now the Fib's just like, so it makes things so easy. So definitely watch my Fibonacci video if you want to learn how to use the Fib and get familiar with it. But right now on Rware, like I can't recommend you guys to just ape into this right now. It could of course just keep pumping higher, but people are going to be taking profit. So you don't want to be their exit liquidity, right? Trading is a zero-sum game. You're the winner or the loser. People were buying down here at $5. It's at $50. It pulled to 10x. They need exit liquidity. They need people to sell their huge bags to, and you don't want to be the dude buying their bags when they just 10x'd. No, you want to be the guy selling to the people buying your bags at 10x. So change your approach. This already pumped. I would wait for a pullback. This level looks decent at $36. And then we have the golden pocket down here at $24 for Rware. Remember, just don't be exit liquidity. Be the guy taking profits on people that FOMO is exit liquidity. You want to be the winner, right? Always remember that. We're here to win. We're here to play to win. There is a system update. So much knowledge with TA. I'm way more confident, but I still got a way to go. The learning never stops, Dre. Thank you, man. You are amazing. Hey, smart, and no problem, man. Thanks for being here, brother. All right, let's continue on, and let's talk about Cardano for a little bit. So Cardano, like I said, Alonzo hard fork is going live on September 12th. So smart contracts finally rolling out. But one problem is Cardano is its own blockchain, and it's not necessarily interoperable with other chains such as Ethereum, etc., unless things like side chains are developed. So here we have an article talking about Cardano's first ever sidechain project, which will bring Ethereum smart contracts to Cardano. So the team building this is called DC Spark, and their sidechain protocol is called Milk-O-Meter. So this is going to use Solidity contracts from Cardano, and the sidechain uses ADA, right? So it's not going to be like a new token. No, you're going to be able to use ADA to pay for gas, pay for all transactions, to interact with the network. So yeah, we can take a look at Milk-O-Meter right here. A little bit of some facts about them. So basically, this is just going to be able to allow developers to bridge over their smart contracts from Ethereum and deploy them on Cardano. So what is a smart contract if you're brand new? Basically, every single, we'll go to the Marketcap to better explain this. For the most part, a lot of these assets here, they're called ERC20 tokens, and their protocol runs on something called a smart contract. And that is something that basically executes itself. You can interact with it as a user. A very popular one, probably the most popular smart contract is Aave right here. Uniswap as well, of course. But yeah, Aave, lending and borrowing. Where am I looking? Right here, number 36 in market cap. Aave is very, very popular. Right, it allows you to essentially borrow against your cryptocurrency. We also have Uniswap, which is the main decentralized exchange on Ethereum. These are all smart contracts. And what Milk-O-Meter is going to do is going to allow developers to bridge over their Ethereum smart contracts to work on Cardano. And you're going to be able to use Cardano to pay for the gas. So this is pretty much the first mover when it comes to this. So very exciting stuff. And Charles is glad to see people getting into that pond, right? Very noble of Charles. So yeah, that's one project to have your eyes on. Very exciting. We can see DC Spark's Twitter as well. So the Milk-O-Meter protocol will rapidly deliver the value and exciting experiences ADA holders admire and other networks into the Cardano ecosystem. So that's bullish for Cardano. Obviously they need, if they want to compete with everything else, like they need this. So great to see that. And then talking about another Cardano project, we have something called ErgoDex right here. So ErgoDex is going to be a decentralized exchange on Cardano, and it's going to have atomic swaps, cross-chain exchange. So basically you're going to be able to exchange, let's say for example, Monero for Cardano. Give a hypothetical example, right? Two completely different blockchains with this protocol. It's going to be similar to Thorchain. Shout out to Thorchain, by the way, with a very strong recovery. I do believe that Thor Swap is back up and running. Let me just confirm that. Right, they got hacked like 2 or 3 times, like back to back to back, and it crushed their the price of Thorchain Rune for a little bit, but it just got bought up. Okay, yeah. So right now, trading and withdrawals are not available yet. So yeah, if you guys don't know about Thor Swap, this is like, as long as the team keeps at it, which they are, right? They have like a really kind of big dev team. This is saying $4.61. That's not right. The price of Rune is like, if you go to Rune over here, it's like number 50 in market cap. Yeah, Rune right now is $9.71. But yeah, Thor Swap, as long as they can keep it together and stop getting hacked, it's going to be like the main kind of cross-asset decentralized exchange, as long as they can keep it all together. So, but yeah, nonetheless, Cardano has Ergo Dex coming out now. So we can see on the roadmap, we're now in stage 4, where they're designing their order books, etc. And then, yeah, be looking out for developments with Ergo Dex. If they do launch a token as well, you might expect some hype into it. But nonetheless, it's good to know they're going to have their own automated market maker decentralized exchange and a cross-chain exchange with atomic swaps. All right. And now, before we do move on, the last Cardano project I want to cover is Sunday Swap. So I'm sure everybody has heard about Sunday Swap by now. Basically, I first learned about Sunday Swap about a month and a half, 2 months ago. And they were going to launch their token by, if you staked your ADA through their validator node, through like the Yori wallet or the Day Dallas wallet, you would have been awarded Sunday Swap tokens. But basically the community was like, hey, we got to slow this down, because the team was fully like anonymous at that point. Like, we knew nothing about the developers, and it just seems like they were rushing everything to just get it out, to be like the first mover advantage. The token was going to launch on the Ethereum blockchain, and then when smart contracts go live, they were going to migrate that over to the ADA blockchain, Cardano blockchain. But nonetheless, they decided to take the smart approach and, you know, go transparent with their team and take their time and make sure that everything was right before they launched. Because like I said, it was kind of like they were just kind of rushing it through to be like the first decentralized exchange on Cardano. But everybody was like, hey, like, we don't really trust you. We don't even know who you are. But now they made themselves fully transparent. They have a good roadmap. You can do your own research into Sunday Swap. And it's one of those food-based decentralized exchanges, right? We have Uniswap, or not Uniswap. We have Pancake Swap and Bakery Swap on the Binance Smart Chain. All done very, very well. They're continuing to do well. So we'll see if Sunday Swap does have a similar kind of effect on the market. And, I mean, we can see 25% of the tokens are going to the team and 13% to the investors. So that's in total 38%, almost 40% of the tokens. And 5% to future hires, 2% to advisors. Yeah, so a large percentage, 45% of the total tokens are going to like the team and 55% to the public. So not like the greatest tokenomics, but nonetheless, as long as the team stays true and it's not like a money grab, well then, hey, it might be worth looking into. We'll see how it does develop though, of course. All right, with that being said, let's see what's going on. Hey, Crypto Empire, is it still possible for me to turn 10K into 100K this bull run? Absolutely. That's a 10x. And all it takes is one big win to get that, right? Like, you can even turn 5K into 100K with a 20x. Like, it's going to happen. We haven't seen the massive FOMO and hysteria really kick in yet for crypto. We started to have it a little bit when Bitcoin was up above $60,000. But we can look at on-chain data. We can look at metrics and see that we didn't peak out, right? We didn't have a blow off top. So I still do think we're going to have a huge run up where coins, like, if you guys have watched a lot of the videos on my channel are price prediction videos, but I cover in detail fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and then I give my speculative price predictions. And like, I'm pretty serious with those predictions. Like, I don't want to like blow smoke and exaggerate. Like, when I say that Polkadot, I'm not selling anything until $300, $350, I mean it. And I mean, right now Polkadot's under $30, so it still has, to me, at least a 10x. Not financial advice, of course. So I think as long as you stick to your plan, you don't have FOMO and you don't sell too early, you have patience, you're able to sit on your hands, I think you'll easily be able to turn $10,000 into $100,000. But it depends on you as the investor. Because, like a wise man once said, there is no such thing as a bad investment. There only is bad investors. So you need to educate yourself and be that sophisticated investor that knows how to make those money moves at the right time, make decisions, and live with them. So yeah, it's definitely possible. Stellar YTC. My system update message was referring to my previous message about Luna. I just ran out of characters to use. Got it. All good, Jakub. Michael, what's up, Michael? How are you? We got Jan in the building. What's up, Jan? How's it going? Jeff, SAP deep diving into Theta. Connor, if I wanted to hit my goal of 10x my initial investment in this bull run, would you recommend HODL or trade? HODL, like, it's so stress free. It's not guaranteed. Definitely, like, trading it, I enjoy trading, right? Like, I make money with it, and it's like a competition, right? Like, I like to compete, I like to win, and yeah, trading allows me to do that. So yeah, I have my HODL portfolio that, you know, I don't touch because I know where that's going. It's going to the moon. But I also have my trading portfolio, which I work with actively. But for you, if you're even questioning that, you need to start with the basis of a HODL portfolio that is secured, because it's like your savings account, right? You can save fiat money and watch that get inflated into oblivion and watch that value decrease day after day after day with inflation. Or you can save in assets such as Bitcoin, even Ethereum, whatever you do want with cryptocurrency, because you know over the longer term that's going to be going up in value. So yeah, I would say to start off with a HODL portfolio, and then with trading, you're not going to learn how to trade overnight. That's a process. You're not going to be a profitable trader in a day. You need to learn, you need to make the mistakes, you need to essentially go through and pay your dues. So start off hodling and then get into trading is my best advice, not financial advice. Do you think Theta will pump? Yes, I do. Theta's definitely going to pump. Take a look at NTWRK. I wish to enter and would compare your demand and supply zones to mine. We'll look at that in a second, Dre. What are your thoughts about Alice and ATA? Alice is going to be huge, already pumping. We'll take a look at the chart in a second. Hey, Connor, if you're going to turn 1K to 10K, how would you go about it? A lot of methods. What's HODL, by the way? So Alizar, HODL stands for hold on for dear life. And if I were to turn 1K into 10K, I would pick two or three picks and let them play out over a few months. And you know, if you pick good picks, you'll turn 1K into 10K very easily. But Dre, let's look at NTVRK, and then we'll look at Theta as well. I know we had some requests for Theta, and then we're going to be hopping into NFTs. All right, but I'll tend to the audience right now and look at some charts. Why not? NTVRK. Whoops. What is this? Only on Uniswap, 3 million in volume. Virtual reality on the blockchain. Create, share, and monetize your creations. Very interesting, Dre. Where did you find this one? And the ticker is NTVRK. All right, it's not on. I can't pull up a chart. So Dre, I don't know. Can't help you with this one, bro. But let's look at Theta. So I'm just going to clear this. I mean, you can see it's doing pretty well. So we do have demand over here. This is daily. We we have this one wick down lower. Can't necessarily count that. So from $6 to $5.50 does look good on theta. And it's right at the 50% retracement level. Right now we're holding up on the 38.2 level as support. We'll see if that does continue to hold. But yeah, theta is going to be a very big winner. A very, very big winner. As you can see, this is coming off the bottom now, looking strong. So let's see it continue to make higher highs and higher lows. But yeah, theta is going to do very well. It's a blue chip. But with that being said, let's talk about NFTs for a second. So we're looking at an article from Cointelegraph. Forget Lambos, NFTs are the new crypto status symbol. So NFTs continue to dominate the crypto conversation, with PNGs and social media profile pictures becoming the new hype, right? Everybody's got their Twitter profile picture as an NFT right now. So we can see, where does it say Visa? Yeah, so Visa purchased CryptoPunk 7610 for about $150,000. We have this Chinese crypto journalist. He's pretty much, they spent $387,000, 125 ETH for another CryptoPunk. And Budweiser purchased one for 120 grand. And they bought the beer.eth domain name. So yeah, NFTs are the complete hype right now. So let's talk about how you can actually get involved with NFTs. So let's just open up OpenSea from the start. So OpenSea is going to be your main NFT marketplace. And this is just a free market. Literally, you can search any set, any collectible set. So you're a collector with this. You want to be looking for rare things that people are going to think hold value. So right now, CryptoPunks are like the main thing. And CryptoPunks, pretty much you're able to mint NFTs. I'll show you how to mint an NFT directly from the contract right now. But all of these CryptoPunks are minted, right? These are like OG NFTs. And we can sort this from high to low. Let's actually look at highest last sale, and we can see the prices that these things are selling for. So this just sold for 4,200 ETH. Believe it or not, I mean, right now 1 ETH is 3.2K. So these things are selling for millions of dollars. And there's like an unlimited amount of sets because anybody can mint their own NFTs. If you're a graphic designer, if you're into it, I highly recommend to start creating your own NFTs and, you know, do some marketing out there, make some content about it, get the word out, generate some buzz, generate some hype, create a plan for your vision, and, you know, get involved with this because this is a massive opportunity to really, you know, do something huge. So one NFT things I'm looking at are called expansion punks. And these are very similar to CryptoPunks, but you can actually still mint them. And we can look at their website right now. And we can see expansion punks are a community-led expansion to the CryptoPunks phenomena that empowers everyone to feel welcome, valued, and represented in the emerging metaverse. Honoring the ethos of the original collection's design philosophies and trait principles, expansion punks are fully unique and diverse additions to the punk verse. So we can see that only 3,112 have been minted out of the 10K. So if you do want to, you can actually go ahead and mint an expansion punk, and pretty much you're just crossing your fingers as like a random number generator, and you could essentially mint an NFT that might have a lot of value. But one thing that you need to look for if you're going to be getting into NFTs is it's just like looking at altcoins. You need to make sure that the team is there and that they have a roadmap, that they're not just a money grab, that they're actually legit. So we can take a look at the roadmap for expansion punks. 3,112 have been minted so far. And we can see the team here. We got Jeremy Posvar and Florid Yu as the team. So let's say you did want to go ahead and mint your own expansion punk. So we would come up here where it says mint. And if we were to mint one, it would cost 0.06 ETH. Right now, I think that's like $200, believe it or not. So it goes up incrementally. You can mint up to 20. If you want to mint 20, it costs 220. It costs 1.2 ETH to mint 20 expansion punks, and pretty much you're hoping that you get a valuable one and you're able to sell it, flip it for a higher number, or you hold on to it as a collector's item. And just like rare, fine luxury art, right, like a Mona Lisa painting, a Picasso painting, it's used as a store of value. So that's what NFTs basically are. They're stores of value, just like luxury art that was painted centuries ago. Like, these are being created right now, and like, it's on the blockchain. It's never going to go away. So if you can get a rare one, imagine how much it's going to be worth in 5, 10, 20, 25 years. It's going to be worth a lot of money. So basically, you can mint it right through the website, but if you want to bypass the website minting, you can mint it directly from Etherscan by interacting with the contract. And how you do that is you would essentially go to OpenSea, and you can just click on any expansion punk, and you're going to want to copy and paste in your address bar. Basically, it has the Ethereum address, so I can copy that address and then go up here to Etherscan. I'm going to paste in the address. Let me make sure you guys can see that actually. So I went full screen. Let me see. Yeah, you guys can just see it. Perfect. So I'll copy that address right there, and then I'll delete the little number after the address, because that's like the specific NFT. We just want the contract address as a whole. And then we can go ahead and search it. And it's going to take us to the expansion punk contract. So we can see at this moment in time, this has a balance of 16.56 Ethereum, worth $53,000. Now, if we want to mint our own NFT without using their website, because basically the reason we can bypass the website and interact with the contract directly is because we don't have to trust the developer, because they're essentially making a front end to interact with the contract. And sometimes developers just don't do a great job. Sometimes transactions fail because the developer failed to basically make the code the way it should be. So if you're going to be minting your own NFTs, it's always best to go to the website, and you want to figure out how much it costs for how many NFTs you want to mint. So we can see that to mint 5 NFTs, it costs 0.3 Ethereum. So we'll go to the contract, and we'll go to contract up here on Etherscan, and we'll scroll down. We'll hit write contract first. And then over here, number 4, it says mint. So it's going to ask for the payable amount and the number of units that you want. So if we wanted to mint 5 expansion punks, it would cost 0.3 Ethereum. So we would put 0.3 ETH and 5 here, and we would hit write, and then it would mint 5 punks, and they would be in our Ethereum wallet, because right now we're signed in with MetaMask. So then we would have those NFTs in our wallet. So that when you hear minting NFTs, this is basically how you do it. So what I want you to do is, if you're interested in NFTs, look into different collections and look into ones that you might possibly want to mint. Another very popular one is called the Pudgy Penguins, and these are another hot collection that are selling for very high amounts, right? We can go and look at prices from highest last sale, and we can see these prices. So this one sold for 888.88 Ethereum. This is selling for 999 Ethereum. So yeah, these things, a lot of people are interested in the penguins. So if you want to get some penguins, definitely look into Pudgy Penguins. Might be the next crypto punks. You might be able to sell them for 4,000 ETH a piece. You never know, but you can see the numbers these are going for. 25 ETH, 42 ETH, 650 ETH. Crazy. Absolutely wild. Nonetheless, if you're interested, that's a little bit about NFTs. Another one that I'm looking into is called FVCK Crystal, and these are all minted already. So this is past the point of minting. Basically, you need to buy these on the open market now, And this is a free market, right? People put up an offer price, but you can also bid. And pretty much you can just buy it for the person's offer price that we go through right away. Or you can put in an offer, a lower, like low ball offer, it's like negotiating. And and basically if they accept your offer, you would get the NFT. But for the most part, people understand the value of these and they don't want to give up their NFTs for a low price. But there's a lot of arbitrage opportunities out there where people have NFTs up on OpenSea for like low prices compared to what they're worth. So a lot of them are getting sniped. Pretty much you need to be full time into this if you're going to get into NFTs. Like you need to have that collector's eye. You can't just be buying into any random kind of garbage NFTs. You need to basically make sure you're selecting good collections that have good teams and good roadmaps that are doing things in the future that are going to be around here to stay. And you might just get yourself your golden ticket that could appreciate massively in value. So, yeah, guys, let's see what's going on in the chat if people have questions about these NFTs. Let's see. Thoughts about Alice and ATA. Saw that. What would be your 2 to 3 picks to get to 10K? Michael, I talk a lot about that inside of the Discord, something like my lower cap picks. So yeah, check that out, man. James O'Neill, what is your opinion on Exceed and eCash? Exceed Me looks big. Yeah, definitely interested in that. Can I look at TLOS? We'll look at that in a second. What does it mean to have a punk minted? So basically it means that you create it, because we can see if we go to the home screen, there's 10,000 available and there's only 3,122 minted right now. So you have the opportunity to mint them directly, and it's like you're rolling a dice, and you might get one that's worth a lot of money when you do mint it. So that's what it means. It basically means you're interacting with the contract, and it's like you're opening up a pack of cards, like a pack of of baseball or basketball or football cards, and you're hoping to get like the star quarterback or something like that. You want to get that valuable card when you open up the pack, and that's what minting is. Very similar to that. Don't like 90% of NFTs fail or something. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm saying you need to pick the right ones. Don't just buy into any random thing. But nonetheless, this is the current hype. So, if you're interested, definitely, get involved because now's the time. Is this a short-term play or is this gold? So yeah, that's actually a great question. With NFTs, to me, I would rather hold Ethereum. Personally, Ethereum will always be liquid. I'll always be able to sell that for Bitcoin or dollars. I don't know why I would do that, sell my ETH for dollars. But yeah, Ethereum will always be liquid no matter what. With NFTs, you run the risk of having an e-liquid asset, meaning that nobody actually wants to buy it for the high price. So you're just stuck with a collector's item that nobody really wants. So it can go either way. But yeah, that's the risk you run. Can't see myself putting my money on something like this. Yeah, I haven't done it yet. I'm looking into it. I'll let you guys know when I do pull the trigger on one. But yeah, that's what I was saying for weeks, right? I was hearing about it, but I never actually really started to look into it until recently, which is I wanted to share it with you guys today. Dizzy Dragons is a weird one. Dizzy Dragons is my cousin's project. The community is super active. Kick it TLOS. Let me try again. Could you talk about Luna and its upcoming system update on September 9th? So I haven't been paying attention to Luna too much in terms of their system update. I've just been trading it really, Jakub. I'm not going to speak about something that I'm not too informed about right now. But yeah, Orion Protocol is looking very big for Luna when they fully integrate that. A bunch of new projects are launching. Theta Drop has largest NFT market cap. Dude, they have like BitBoy and all that stuff on. I'm not a hater on BitBoy, but like, if we look at this real quick. This is like a big celebrity kind of thing, Theta Drop. We're going to be looking at altcoins in a second, so just have some patience, right? I'll get to your charting requests in just a little bit of time. But yeah, we can look at Theta Drop. Okay, this is annoying. So yeah, we got Katy Perry, we got Crypto Wendio, we got BitBoy, we got Digital Asset News, a bunch of big YouTubers out here. You'll be seeing my name out here very, very soon. But yeah, this is like a huge kind of celebrity theta project. And yeah, it does have the most money. It has the biggest marketing budget. Theta connected with, of course, YouTube, Google, like a bunch of big corporations. So yeah, I mean, Theta drop, it's a big one for sure. Got mainstream pop culture behind it. All right, with that being said, can I explain what Moon River is? Yes, I can. Basically, Moon River just won their parachain slot for Kusama, and the price went parabolic, right? It's still going. So I did make a full video about it on the Crypto Lifestyle, but basically it's pretty similar to Milko Media for Cardano, right? Moon River is a fully Ethereum compatible smart contract parachain on Kusama. So basically, Moon River allows for Ethereum virtual machine smart contracts to be running on Kusama, on that ecosystem, without developers having to do a lot of work. So that's why I brought up Milko Media in the beginning of the stream for Cardano. It's very similar to Moon River. And yeah, it's going to allow for seamless integration for Ethereum virtual machine decentralized applications to run seamlessly on Kusama and then Polkadot as well. So that's why it's so huge. And I mean, there's a lot of FOMO around it right now for sure. But nonetheless, I mean, if you got into that parachain auction, as a US resident, I wasn't able to get into it, unfortunately. Which is a shame. I was ready to throw like all my Kusama into it. But yeah, it's performing very, very well in price. Moon River. Basically, to sum it up, Ethereum virtual machine smart contracts will be able to run on Kusama through the Moon River Layer 1 network connected to the Kusama relay chain. BitBoy's going to fade away at the end of the run. A lot of noise, no death. Yeah, I agree, Heather. He's hey man, whatever. P-Swap seems to be an end of year play. Any price predictions? Yeah, P-Swap, definitely an end of year play. As we know, I mean, we're farming it back down to 7 cents. So I mean, it pumped up to what, like 14 cents, something like that, 11, 14 cents, 11 cents, back down to 7 now. So still a lot of time to accumulate this one. Definitely an end of the year play. And people were asking me about like some picks to turn like 1K into 10K. This is definitely one of them, right? If this does even half of what Uniswap and PancakeSwap have done, and you're looking at many, many multiples with your initial investment. So could be a big one here. Obviously, it's still very brand new. They've just had their soft launch a few months ago. We're waiting on the hard launch for the PokeSwap exchange. And it does have a lot of potential, right? So yeah, P-Swap, price prediction wise, $5 to $10, right? It's at 7 cents right now. Very speculative price prediction, but it needs to catch on if we want to see that happen. It needs to have adoption. So yeah, P-Swap, I do like it. It is one of my picks. All right. Yeah, BitBoy is a paid infomercial. I agree. Hey, but let him do his thing. Whatever, man. Some people want to sell out like that. Not me. Let's take a look at the charts now. We've had a lot of requests. TLOS. Yes, I can look at TLOS. Little Qcoin gem here. Okay, yeah. Let's see this market cap. 310. %, today. Yeah, Qcoin really has the gems. So this thing's making new all-time highs. Do I recommend you just jump in right now? No, absolutely not. You don't want to be the exit liquidity. Wait for a pullback. So we got the 50% retracement in a demand zone. And we got the golden pocket with a demand zone. But usually, honestly, after we see a pump like this, it could keep going up, but nothing's going to go straight up. This is parabolic. If you buy right now, you're buying the top of a parabolic move, and you're going to be exit liquidity for the most part. So, I mean, this thing is taking off, though, but I would recommend to wait for a pullback if you want to get into Telos. I was mentioning Axie because of the NFT topic, bro. Yeah, Michael, Axie is play to earn NFT. I mean, listen, it's went crazy in terms of price already, and it's probably going to keep on going up. It's like number 30 in market cap right now. And I mean, also Alice releasing in September their game. NFTs, Alice at $20, coming down a little bit today. Let's look at Axie. XS. So if you want to play this one, I would say if you want to buy support, you would put your entry at $67. I mean, this isn't, as long as we don't break the low, you put your stop loss just beneath the low. Or you can trade the breakout at the new high and put your entry at like $83.60 and ride it on momentum. So 2 options there. But I mean, this is setting up in a sideways consolidation before a move higher, it looks like. As long as market conditions do fare out and we don't see any crazy liquidity sell-offs, well, then this should continue to pump. Then also Alice, another NFT metaverse game, pumping up, making new all-time highs. Not new all-time highs. What is the high on Alice? $60 on launch. So this is called a pump and dump, right? Pumps up on launch. People were buying up here at $60, and it went down to $2. So that is why if you're not in the pre-sale, like before it launches, you should probably stay away, because you're most likely, again, going to be exit liquidity for the people that did get on the pre-sale, and you're going to get dumped on. So, yeah, a little bit of a lesson right there. Don't just jump into pre-sales that are launching. You want to be the person in the pre-sale, not buying when it hits the market. But we do have a demand zone at $17, and then we have this basing formation down here as well for Alice. I honestly need to start charting these blockchain games more. Another big one that's coming out, I will mention it right now, it's called Star Atlas. Ryan, I don't know if you guys know Ryan from the Crypto Lifestyle. He has a channel called AI and Crypto. He is very big into blockchain gaming, and he's been talking about Star Atlas for like longer than anybody I know. So go watch his channel. It's called AI on Crypto if you want to find out more about Star Atlas. But basically, this is like a crazy game, blockchain game that's coming out as well. This thing's got to render. All right, but yeah, look into Star Atlas. Like a lot of people are trying to get into that pre-sale, and you need to basically apply for the whitelist, which is happening like right now. But yeah, another big opportunity if you want to get into a pre-sale and make some guap. When did you start buying crypto? In 2017, I started buying crypto in like October, November of 2017. XLM and VET. Yeah, let's look at XLM and VET. Yeah, at that time back then, I was actually a college student. That was before I dropped out. I remember like I was like going to like pre-games and stuff, looking at Bitcoin with my friends, like watching it pump. That's when I got in. Like we all bought it together. But yeah, then I kind of went my own way. I still talk to some of those dudes, but nonetheless, that was when I got into it. And then I bought a lot more in 2018, like towards the end of the run, and held it all through the bear market. And then again, I went all in last March in 2020. Like when we had that market crash and Bitcoin went down to like 3,800. That is when I really like got hugely involved with crypto. And from then, I mean, it's just been, thank God I made that decision to go all in back then. One of the best decisions that I made. So XLM, we can see this breakout entry is now acting as support. So if you guys are in the Discord, you already know that all of my levels are all critical support, resistance, flips, supply to main zones on the chart, and they do work out over and over and over again. So nonetheless, we had an entry called on August 11th. Now it's being used as support. So it's a retest, which is very, very good. So 32 cents does look great. And that does probably coincide with, yeah, that's exactly the 38.2% retracement. So as long as this level does hold, that's great. So if you want to, you can put an entry over here, or we might see a lower level. The golden pocket looks good. I don't think we're going to be coming back down here, though. I think the market's ready to fly, personally, as long as we do have Bitcoin confirm that, because obviously altcoins swing to the pendulum of Bitcoin. So we need to see Bitcoin break out above that 51K level. And then alts are going to follow. They're going to go nuts as well. So with that being said, we do have this support down here at 33 cents. And then really what I like, so yeah, this yellow dotted line I just drew at 38 cents. We can see we had a breakout, but it was a false breakout right here. So this is the level, right? Like sometimes a breakout trader would put their entry above this wick over here at 41 cents, but that's not actually the true level. The true level is 38 here. So I would, if I were to take a breakout here, I would put it at 38 cents. I mean, we can go back. You can see after the first pump up in January, it stopped exactly here at 38. You can see over and over 38's been used as support and resistance. So yeah, 38 cents is your level. You want to trade it on momentum, so buy it on the way up. Put your entry just above, stop below support, and ride that one up for XLM Stellar. And obviously that does follow XRP very closely, so XRP might be a leading indicator. We got Dre with a super chat, $4.99. Man, you are a legend, Dre. Thank you so much for your support. Shout out to the entire community. Shout out to Dre. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. Really appreciate that. Vet, we'll look at Vet as well. Alan from Uganda, what up, Connor? Please talk about Harmony 1. I'm so red. Don't know if it's going to hit 11 cents again. We'll take a look at Harmony 1 as well, Alan. Shout out to Uganda, man, all the way in Africa. That's awesome. Thanks for tuning into the stream. We're going to look at Vet, then Harmony 1. So Vet, let's see. So you guys just saw the trade, basically. Hey, you guys are watching an hour into the stream. Basically very simple. It's just like XLM Stellar, right? This is the breakout line up here at 13.7 cents. So we're looking to capture the move on momentum, on strength, right? If I were to buy this lower, well, I mean, we have demand that's been used a few times. I mean, really, this is one huge demand zone. Not the prettiest formation, but nonetheless, right? If you were to draw this wick to wick, this would play out. But yeah, there's a lot. This is an order block, right? Over here, 10 cents to 9.5 cents on Vet. So if you're going to be buying a pullback, you want to buy in this zone, and you would use the fib like this. And you would see the 38.2 does line up very nicely with this level right here at 11 cents. So that's option number 1 for VET if you want to trade it. Option number 2 would be buying into momentum, because when the market flies, right, you want to buy into momentum, and that's a higher probability of success. So you would put your entry right here just above these candle wicks at like 13, 14 cents, like 13.8 to 14 cents. And basically you would be then triggered into the trade when you have momentum on your side pushing it higher. And as long as it's not a false breakout, we can see we already had a false breakout once on VET. Like most charts look the same, right? We had a breakout, but it was a false breakout. But the level is here at 13.7 cents on VeChain. And that's where I would look to take it. For your targets, you just want to look basically, because we have previous data, it makes targets very easy. We see these long wicks down. I use these for targets basically. So yeah, that's VET. Now let's check out one for my guy Alan all the way from Uganda. He's worried it's not going to get back to 11 cents. I think it will, Alan. I think you're just stressing because you're in the red. So I would say to stop being so emotionally attached to the trade. You got to let it play out. And if you get stopped out, well then, hey, I get stopped out all the time. I'm not perfect, but I do trade with an edge. So I do win more than I lose. And then my winners always cover my losers because we use proper risk management and position sizing. But nonetheless, you can't be emotional as a trader or you're going to get washed out. So one, all right, my chart's very messy. Let me clean this up a little bit. Very messy chart. So we had the previous breakout level over here. I am looking over here. This is at 9.2 cents. We can see we broke above that, and then we've been using it as support. So if we're going to take this trade on support, well then we have our entry right here at 9.2. This is the previous breakout level. Using a previous entry as an entry once again because it's being used as support resistance flip. See how that does line up with the fib. Yeah, the 50% as well. And I mean the golden pocket at 8. But Alan, in terms of getting back to 11 cents, you just got to be patient, right? Because it depends on the market conditions. Right now, Bitcoin is like trying really hard to break through a critical level on the chart at $50,000, $51,000. So if Bitcoin breaks that level, well then it's almost a sure thing that Harmony 1 will get back over past 11 cents. And like you can see these green lines I have, these are targets, right? I've already planned this out. That it's going to be hitting 13, 14, 15, 18 cents. So Alan from Uganda, I would say just have a little bit of patience with Harmony 1. And yeah, right now it's just retesting a previous breakout entry. So as long this is a pretty critical support to hold at 9.3 cents, but it's holding so far, so that's great. Hi Connor, could you please check ADA? Yes sir, 100%. Any thoughts on the Willy Woo / Ben Cohen's crypto Bitcoin cycle lengthening theory? Heather, I'm not too familiar with it. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's just them saying that, like, the cycles are going to be prolonged now as we see more adoption, etc. Which is why I do say that I think this bull run will go into 2022. Cardano. Yes, sir. So, this is the trade. We're trading the breakout here at Crypto Empire. Not financial advice by any means. But yeah, we're looking for the break at the high here. Because again, we want to buy it on momentum. I don't want to necessarily... I mean, we can see how well this demand zone worked down here at 247, right? And we would have put a stop loss just beneath the demand zone. Price came, tapped the zone. Huge bullish engulfing candle thereafter. Back up towards the high. Got rejected at the high. But if you're going to look to trade this one, you want to capture the wave with momentum. Just ride it out. It's like you're surfing in the ocean, right? You're not going against the current. You're going with the current, which is why we put our entry, just above the all-time high at like 297.5. and we get triggered when it's breaking out. So, not financial advice, but that's my plan at least for Cardano right now. All right, I'll take a few more requests, and then we're going to wrap this one up for the day. We've been going for a while. Let's see. Thanks, Connor. I'm going to hold a little bit longer. No problem, Alan. No problem at all. Connor, can you please share some light about Game Starter? I think you're talking about Game Star. Basically, it's going to be a peer-to-peer marketplace. Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting project. Francis from TCL, he put me onto it. Right, that's how I know about it, and I'm excited for it. Nonetheless, so yeah, I'm pretty sure you're talking about Game Star here. But yeah, it should be good, right? Because like the peer-to-peer marketplace is huge. Most countries, they don't have like an onboarding ramp like Coinbase. It's all peer-to-peer. Africa, right? Africa is all peer-to-peer trading. So it's going to be a huge peer-to-peer exchange. It looks good. But let's look at RSR for Rigoberto. RSR. Gonna clear this. So for RSR, basically we had our original entry here at Crypto Empire right here at 4.5 cents. And it is playing out very well. So if we're going to be trading RSR again, basically you can see right here how I was testing higher levels. We can look on the left on the chart and we can draw lines at these levels. So we see this low wick right here is exactly where this wick stopped. $0.054. Basically, my plan with RSR is to catch this breakout above this level here at like 5.5. And for a pullback, like let's say we do see a sell-off, I'll be like a kid on Halloween going around trick-or-treating, right? Just collecting everything. We have this 38.2. Looks really good. 4.3 cents. And I mean, if we see 3 cents again. By the way, I'm going to go to Twitter real quick, guys. RSR is like, people are sleeping on RSR so hard. What's that dude's name? So like the lead dev guy at RSR was tweeting. Let's see if we can find him. Nevin, that's his name. Nevin Freeman. So he's the co-founder of RSR. And basically he was tweeting all about how they want to make RSR a fully decentralized stablecoin protocol, pretty similar to Luna, right? Luna's decentralized as well. But they're working very hard to make sure that, you know, because with most decentralized protocols, if you hold the token, you're able to vote on the future of the protocol, and you can just dump the token at any time. So somebody without a really big stake can influence how the project does play out, which, you know, you don't want to see that happen. You want some mechanisms in place to make sure that the people that are voting are like actually for the protocol and like really want to see it succeed for the long term. So RSR, guys, the mainnet is not even out yet. As we know, if you haven't watched my RSR video, it's actually the top video on my channel. It has like over 16,000 views. Thank you for all the views on that one, guys. But nonetheless, that's because like this project's going to be huge. It's still very early in development, and they want to do it right the first time. So we can see RSR and stablecoin holders in our protocol are allowed to exit a lot more easily than a citizen can leave their life in their home country, right? You can go to Uniswap and you can sell your RSR immediately, right? It's very easy to get rid of the asset. So token holders can't be assumed to have a long-term stake in the success of the system the way normal voters can. So basically, they're trying to develop a way for it to be fully decentralized and for people to basically not just be able to abandon the protocol at any given moment in time. So they want to do it right the first time. I'm very bullish on RSR. It's been one of my top picks like for months and months and months. People asked me earlier in the stream what's a good pick to basically turn 1K into 10K. Check out RSR, not financial advice. But yeah, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream right now. We've been going for an hour, 15 minutes. I feel like I was just started a minute ago. Thank you all for being here today. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you for that super chat, Dre. I really appreciate that. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, make sure you spread the word by liking this video and commenting on it or getting some hype in the chat. I appreciate it. And I'll see everybody this upcoming week. Let's hope we see Bitcoin do break above that 50K level and then get back above where that Wyckoff distribution top was. And we'll see the whole market pump then. We got our trade set and ready. We're ready to rock and roll. Regardless, have a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And I'll be seeing you all very, very soon. See you guys.